Late night glow on a YouTube screen. Sean B steps in where the cuts run deep. From a New York state of mind she was born to see. What gets lost in the dark, what they don't wanna speak. Silk in her voice, but the questions hit hard. Pulling back the curtain, laying truth on the yard. Every hush-hush story, every shadow clue. She's piecing up the pain till the whole thing comes through. She don't chase noise, she follows the trail. When the headlines miss, she will still unveil. With a sharp-eyed soul and a heart that knows some stories need light so the healing can grow. On YouTube, tune in, let the realness rise. Like, share, subscribe, keep the truth alive. For the tears unseen and the cries turn low, she be lifting up the weight that the world let go. Every fact she finds got a purpose and pulse. Every case she touches makes the silence convulse. No cheap thrills, just grace and fire. Taking buried details higher and higher, where the whispers get drowned and the weak get missed. She's a soulful reminder they still exist. She can feel when the story ain't sitting right. So she walks through the dark just to bring back light. With that grown woman glow and pimping a flare, she's reaching for the truth 'cause it's waiting there. On YouTube, tune in, let the realness rise. Like, share, subscribe, keep the truth alive. That city soul, that uptown grace, and a mind that can read what time can't erase. So gather round close, let the story unfold. Some truths need a voice, some hearts need a hold, and she won't let the quiet just fade away. She's turning low, whispers into words that stay. On YouTube, tune in, let the realness rise. Let the realness rise. Gets revealed, and every story matters. Sean B on YouTube. Ooh, yeah. Late night on the screen, got the city lights low. Sean B bringing truth to the stories below. From New York with grace and a mind so wise, she can see through the dark the story breathes. Sean B got the light that the people need. Ooh, Sean B, true crime, baby. Tune in and watch the truth speak.
Hey y'all. Hello. Good evening, Chris. Good evening, Kels. Good evening, Bushwatchers. Thank you all for whomever did hit the like button. Thank you. I thank you very much for your support. This evening we're going to do something different than what I had originally planned. Originally, I wanted to come and talk to you guys about the petals of the world. I want to do something different. I want all the ladies to come forward. Come forward. Just close enough so that you can hear me. I'm going to try my best to just speak to everyone. I don't think there's any reason for any yelling or any derogatory terms. I just want us to kick it. And what I want to talk about is why. Why do we women do our best to tear each other down? Rather secretly or behind each other's back is what I mean by secretly. Or, in cahoots with others. Or just methodically. Why do we use each other? Why do we do that? Why do we do that? Now, because I want to have this discussion because I am truly tired of the slave mentality. Well, Ms. Sean B., what do you mean by that? What I mean by that is, let it go. How many generations have come and gone since that mentality? Do we still feel like we need to use each other? Do we still feel like we need to step on each other in order to get where we want or need to be? Is that really how we see one another? I need everybody within the sound of my voice to please understand, to recognize and understand, and then accept the fact that Black women are the least seen, respected, and accounted for in this country. They will do for an animal before they will do for us. So when I and other women such as myself say that we're all that we have, that's a fact, ladies. It doesn't matter how old you are, what you look like, what complexion you are, what texture of hair or length of hair you have. It does not matter. Not anymore. And it hasn't for a very, very long time. Today, if you are a black woman, you are not seen and you won't be heard unless you earn it respectfully. Now, some people would say, well, this is a dog eat dog world. Well, it is. If that's the world that you're living in, it doesn't have to be. We've got to start somewhere. The first thing that we've got to do is stop using excuses. Stop with the cliches. Stop using excuses. You know what it feels like. So why do you do that to other people? Why do we lie? Why do we deceive? And then turn around and call them our friend? How is that? How is that? How is that your friend? If you have mischievously sat back and conjured up a way to use someone, you are not friend worthy. Okay? Now, you guys, y'all watch the numbers of those in the chat. They're going to come in, they're going to hear what I'm talking about, and then they're going to leave. Why? Because those are the women I'm talking about. And they can't take it. They don't want to hear that part. They're saying, fuck is she talking about? Don't nobody want to hear that. Ain't nobody going to pay my bills. Ain't nobody going to feed my kids. Ain't nobody going to pay this car note. No, they're not. They're not. Nobody told you to have your children. Nobody told you to get that car. Y'all see what I'm saying? So the excuses of why you treat somebody the way you do is bullshit. You wonder why your blessings are few. Y'all do know that there are true blessings out there. Y'all ever look in your purse and it's like, how am I going to pay this light bill and this gas bill? And you go to make payment arrangements or whatever. You call the light company. You say, well, I just want to pay on it. And they turn around and tell you, well, you can make a payment arrangement. And all you got to do is put $10 down. That's a blessing. That's a blessing. It was the spirit world put it on you to make that phone call. Now, some people can say, yeah, I don't believe in none of that. Okay. That's probably why you're in the position that you're in now. Trying to push $1 through 15 cents. That's probably why you're in that position. Ladies, I promise you, there are enough blessings from your higher power to go around. You don't have to be the crab in the bucket, pulling people down so that you can stand on top of them. Because I promise you, that's not your spot to stand in the first place. Hello, somebody? If you've got to push me out of my spot in order for you to stand in it, it's not yours. It's mine. That you've done me wrong to stand in. If I did all the right things to get where I am, if I was honest, if my integrity was intact, if I was fair, and I did everything that was expected of me, and I'm standing in a particular spot, that's my spot. Excuse me. So who do you think you are that you can go behind my back? And I'm not talking about me. I'm saying that this is what Black women are doing to one another. And I say us because I'm not taking myself out of it. I'm talking about all of us. And at one time or another, we did that. Some of us have grown up and learned our lesson. And some of us are still doing that grimy shit. And I'm here to tell you, one woman to another, shame on you. Shame on you. And you best believe that while you're sitting around talking about somebody behind their back and in a way where you're doing it so that you can then turn around and get something from them, it won't last. Whatever you get, it won't last. That foundation is made of crumbling sand. Crumbling sand. You thought you made your foundation nice and solid, and you thought that you put all the right things in place, and you're going to use this one to get that, and you're going to use this one to get that, and you're going to talk about this one behind, talk with this one about that one behind their back, and then when it's all said and done, everybody's smiling about it and shit, and you know damn well you're not worthy. Good evening, Special K. Thank you for joining us. It's sad, y'all. We have Black women like us that are losing our babies. We're losing our loved ones. We're losing our men that used to stand straight up and put one foot in front of the other. And something happened, and he's not that man we thought he was anymore. And we find ourselves having to do what we planned for us to do together. We've got to do it alone. And heaven forbid we have to lean on our sisters. Heaven forbid you call up your good girlfriend and you tell her what's going on in your life, and everything is cool while y'all are friends. And then the next thing you know, soon as y'all fall out, over the dumbest shit, mind you, all your business is on social media. Really? If it's that easy, I dare tell anyone that this narrative fits. You weren't a friend in the beginning. You were not a friend to begin with. I'm speaking from experience, y'all. I'm speaking from experience. See, in my good grown ass age, I was once the giver as well as the receiver. I can say that. That's why I can speak about it. With my voice loud enough for everyone to hear me. I don't like hypocrites. So like I said, I've given it as well as received it. But in this classic age, I'm trying to help other grown women understand that one, it's not necessary, and two, it ain't cute. It's nothing attractive about it. And when I say attractive, I'm not saying in a relationship, sexual type of way. I mean, it's nothing attractive for your Black womanhood. It's not attractive. Who can stand back and watch that and still say, I can't wait to be her friend? when you see how she's treating other people? Hmm? Now, I'm not saying that we don't have good girlfriends where we sit down and we share our thoughts. But if you and your good girlfriend are kicking it and you turn around and run tell what y'all talked about, you're not a friend. You're one of those females I'm talking about. Because everybody needs somebody to talk to. See, it's different dynamics to being a grown-ass black woman. And that's why we're so goddamn strong. Because we carry so much on our back. So much. We got to be the mama, the big sister, the best friend, the best cousin, the listener at work, the wife, the homemaker. We got to do the laundry. We have to balance the books and make sure that the bills get paid on time. And we've got to make sure that we manipulate the money so that everything gets satisfied one way or another. Right? Because, I mean, who on here is rich? Who on here is a millionaire or better? Now, I know it's a whole lot of people try to act like, oh man, they got their shit so together. They shit don't even stink. Well, you're a liar. I dare say anybody that is a millionaire or better is not listening to me. They got shit to do to keep it. Good evening, Coach Pamela. Thank you for joining us. We have got to stop, y'all. It's okay to be a good person. It's okay to be an honest person. And whenever you feel like you need to lie, you consider who the hell you're lying to or for. And I dare challenge you to make some life-changing decisions. The world has changed, y'all. Do we not need to? Good evening, Miss Ray Ray from PA. The world has changed, y'all. I don't know whether or not y'all are paying attention, but the world has changed. We've got men holding women in chokeholds while they get unalived, broad daylight, middle of the street, in front of schools and children on their way to school. We've got females that are inviting pedos into their home, into their world, and having children by these men. And even once our children fall victim to these pedos, they still support and protect them. And I ain't saying the kids. They still support and protect the pedo. How empty must that female be? Good evening, Miss Vanessa. Thank you for joining us. Something is wrong, y'all. I don't know if it's wrong in the water, if it's something that we're eating. I just don't know. But stop with the excuses. Stop with the excuses. Well, that's how my mama raised me, so she'll be all right. My kids will be okay. No. If you're sitting there recording a minor child bent over twerking, you're not okay. You're not okay. There's nothing cute about that. It's downright wretched. It's inappropriate. And if that's what you feel like you need to do to fit in, you're a misfit. Because society, the one that we really strive to be in, will never accept you. And that's why we're having this talk right now. If you've got to behave a certain kind of way, are you all right with that truly? Are you all right behaving a certain kind of way that makes you diminish what you know is right? You all right with that? A lot of people say, well, YouTube is not a place to come looking for friends. And that might be true. Doesn't mean that YouTube is not a place where you'll find them. Huh? Because everybody on YouTube ain't full of shit. If I could be so blunt, everybody on YouTube is not full of shit. Some people on YouTube are looking for like-minded people, good people, honest, funny, outgoing, cool to hang around with. Somebody to have their back and encourage them, uplift them. Don't let them give up. Don't let them stay sitting or standing in the shadows. But then there are some people that's all right with all that. Yeah, go sit back there. I need to be in the front. I need the light on me. Something wrong with you. Something is wrong if you need to bogart your way to the front and push everybody back so that you can have the spotlight on you. Who didn't pay you enough attention, love? Who didn't give you undivided attention? Is it your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your baby daddy? And why would you treat someone that way, yet don't expect to be treated that way? Yet you know the cliche of what goes around comes around. It's the hypocrisy, y'all. How can you be the kind of person to sit around and tell a story or, give an example of something that is mean, unfair, ugly, hurtful, and you know damn well you're doing the same damn thing on some level? You know you are. How do you do that? How are you all right with that? And you can't say, again, this is how I was raised. Yeah, but you're grown now. And if you won't let someone treat you that way, what makes you think it's okay for you to treat people that way? Whatever happened to just being polite? Whatever happened to giving what you expect to get? And keeping it on the level if you don't plan to give what you know another person is expecting, because that's what they're giving you. What's wrong with that? When you apply for a job, and you go there. Don't you go there with expectations and the boss or the hiring manager shares with you what they expect. You share with them what you expect as far as, wages are concerned, and y'all come to an agreement. And if y'all don't, you walk away. They'll move on to interview someone else and you'll move on to look for another job. Well, why don't we do that with one another? Leave each other whole and keep it fucking pushing. But instead, we would rather leave people fractured, hurt, because that makes you feel like a bigger person. It's pathetic. If you need to hurt someone or take something from someone and leave them less than in order for you to feel empowered, you got a goddamn problem. If you know that you have no intentions of being that person for someone, why don't you just leave them alone? Instead of figuring out how you can get from them what you need. If you're not paying for it, I dare say you're not entitled to a goddamn thing. You're grown. Nobody owes you anything. If you invite a bunch of people over to your house and they're under the impression that they're coming to a party because you've given them that impression, so they get the good shit on or they party shit on and they come to the party. Well, a few might have a bottle and one might have some kind of platter of something, but it's nowhere near enough to add to a table for a party. Yet when you get there, you realize there's no DJ, there's no food, there's no liquor, and there's barely anyone there. Why is that? Because you invited folks to your spot so that they can bring everything that you need while you offer nothing. And you planned to just take from them and take from them and take from them. And so the people walk in like, wait a minute, it's supposed to be a party here. Oh, well, I just kind of thought maybe you could, you got the bomb ass playlist. Go on and hook it up to the Bluetooth. Well, wait a minute now. Why didn't you say that ahead of time? And girl, where the drinks at? I need a drink. It's supposed to be a party. Well, I thought maybe you'd bring the bottle. Well, why didn't you say that? Girl, I just got off work, girl. I ain't even go home and change my clothes. I just came over here in my work suit. I'm gonna take this jacket off and make it do what it do for this party, but I'm hungry as hell. Well, we might have to order out. What? Why didn't you say that? You had us come over here with expectations, knowing damn well you had no intentions of fulfilling what you know we expect, because you expect the same thing. And it's all right with you that you treat people that way. Yet you want to feel some type of way when they be like, man, girl, I'm going home. This ain't no dang party. I'm going home, girl. Get it together. And they go home. And what do you do? You turn around, you get on the phone, you talk about folks. Really? because of what you did. Why? Why do we treat each other that way? When little do you know, there are plenty of black women out there that would love to do nothing but partake in putting together a shebang of a motherfucking party. Girl, I'm bringing the whoop-de-woo, and I got the whoop-de-wah, and she got the 1-2 and the 1-2, and she got the 3 and the 4. Let's do this. It's nothing if we just learn how to keep it real with one another. Girl, I don't get paid this week. I ain't getting paid till next week. It's okay, boo. You're my friend. I got you. Whatever happened to that? Whatever happened to that? Nah, girl, don't be inviting Pam because, girl, you know damn well Pam is broke. And I don't feel like coming out of my purse because this chick don't know how to manage her money. Really? Pam, you know I'm just using you as an example, boo. Because your name popped up right there. Y'all know what I'm saying, though? Like, seriously. Why? Because, see, next week, Pam ain't going to be broke. And whoever got paid this week will be. So, then what you going to say? You know what you're going to say? You're going to call up Pam to borrow some money when you was just dogging her the week before. Why do we do that? Why do we do that? If that makes us feel good, y'all, we got a problem, man. We truly have a problem. The world has changed. We need to change with it. You got people that are sitting back and plotting. Can't wait to go and lie and throw mud on your name. Probably didn't occur to them that you come and throw mud right back on their ass. Because you know, once you wash that mud off, you're still the same person. Wow, now they've got to go hide because their mud was full of lies and hypocrisy. Why do we do that? If you're unhappy in a relationship, a friendship, just leave. You don't have to be bothersome and carry your bones and your darkness over to somebody else. Girl, what you doing? Nothing, but what's up? Bitch, I ain't gonna tell you that, me and Kelly, we just, man, shit, fuck her. Why? What happened? Y'all were just good. Girl, fuck that bitch. Why? 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 Why can't a situation just occur where you and all your good girlfriends be together and Kelly or you are not there and someone says, well, where's Sean B? Or where's Kelly? And somebody say, girl, I think they mad at each other right now. But the words I think is because you a grown ass woman and you kept that shit in. You say, is Kelly coming? Yeah, she coming. Okay, I'm a pass. Why, boo? What's wrong? Nothing, babe. I'll pass. I'll be all right. I got something else to do. Why we can't do that? Do we really have to become 50, 60, 70 years old before that's how we can behave? We can't do it when we find it in a motherfucker with Snickers, thicker than Snickers and curves to burn a nigga. We can't do it then when we can still tear up the dance floor and turn heads when we walk in the room. We can't do it then. We got to wait until we go into the doctor every other month, or you know what I'm saying? Our we just ain't the way we used to be anymore. That's when we can act like classic women. That's when we can demonstrate that we have integrity and some self-respect or respect for one another. Because Kelly, just because I'm mad at you don't mean I'm going to dog you. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever happened to just bowing out gracefully? Whatever happened to that, y'all? Why? And if it never happened that way, can we not be the first ones to do it? Huh? Can we not? The world is changing, y'all. We need to change with it. Pamela said, you speak truth, but we should be more loving and forgiving. Coach Pamela said, women, we need healing. We have to stop looking at each other as enemies. Y'all know I had a friend. I don't know if I told this story before, but I'm going to tell it again. I had a friend that she was a single mother of one. I was a single mother of three. And she and I were very close. We had met, when we first met, we were both dating best friends, unbeknownst to us. It was a group of guys that were all best friends, and she and I happened to be dating two of them. And that's how we initially met. Then she broke up with hers, and I broke up with mine, and life happened. We went our separate ways. But then she started dating my brother. My brother. And I told her right then and there, I have nothing to do with y'all's relationship. If we fall out, it's not going to have anything to do with my brother. I'm not getting involved. I don't want to discuss him. Whatever you're mad about, call up another girlfriend. I don't want to be involved with it at all. And so that was cool. Oh man, that was perfect. There was no problem. She and I were cool. We hit the clubs together. You know what I'm saying? We went to the weed spots together, and she ate at my house all the time, and we would take our children to her mother's house for her to babysit while we went out. Oh man, everything was cool. But the struggle was real for the both of us. Because we were single mothers. And years go by, and life happens. 10, 15 years later, I see her again. And my struggle is over. I've made certain decisions that has changed the trajectory of my life, and life stuff has happened that has put me in a good place. But I never forgot about her. I would always go see her. When I got pregnant and I had Doobie, I knew she would be utterly surprised. Like, what? And I went and took him to see her, and she fell in love. And so we would reconnect, and then I wouldn't see her no more. And then I get to wondering, where is she? So I'd go and see her again, because I'd find her. And we'd visit like we had lost no time. But I see a sadness in her. And I say, Bookie, what's wrong? Nothing. It's all right. And I'd be like, girl, come on now. You know I know you better than that. And so I would change the subject because she didn't want to discuss it. But before I get ready to take her home, I said to her, why don't you ever come see me? Huh? Why am I always finding myself knocking on your door, leaving notes you never call? Why am I always seeking to make sure you're all right? Y'all know what she said to me? And this like me and her used to hit licks together to turn 15 cents into $1. Me and her literally used to protect each other, sitting in a car, hitting licks, selling that demon to put great food on the table, not just the bare minimum. This is the kind of friends that we were. Two females got each other's back, getting it in the mud, in the blood, and in the gutter. And y'all know what she said to me? Because when you come around, it reminds me of how my life still is. What? What do you mean? She said, when you come around, or when you come get me and I come to your house, it reminds me of how my life is supposed to be by now. And it's not. I'm like, oh, okay, but so that's why you shun yourself away from me? I'm me. It's Sean. You're mad at me? Like, girl, I love you no matter what. Why can't I instead be encouragement instead of embarrassment? Me and you have been friends since we was paying for the cable dude to climb the pole to hook up our cable illegally. Are you kidding me? Me and you have been friends since we was paying for boosters to go get our shit. Are you serious? We've been friends since we were broke. How? How do you shun away from me? That right there told me that there is something going on with us, y'all, that we really have no idea what people are thinking in the backs of their minds when they look at us. And the women that are thinking those dark, mean, ugly, jealous, and envious thoughts, shame on y'all. Because if you ask me how I did it, I promise you, I tell you. I promise you I will. You tell me your circumstances, and we gonna come up with a goddamn formula for you. Kelly said, I see a sister automatically when I see another black woman. It's a blessing and a curse these days. Absolutely. Pamela says, see, that be me. Why no one come see about me? Exactly. Yes, Special K. And it broke my heart. And she slowly faded away. She did. And the very next time I did talk to her was when my daughter told me that she saw that her daughter had finally had a baby. She was doing very well for herself. Her daughter was. So I called her. Number was still the same. And all she wanted to talk about was the diamond earrings her granddaughter had in her ear and the diamond bracelet that her granddaughter was wearing and the canopy bed that her granddaughter had in her room. And I'm sitting there like, I called to congratulate you about your granddaughter, but I promise you that's not what I want to talk about because I'm not impressed. When it comes to children, and I'm going to say this as nice as I can, you're supposed to give them the fucking best you can. So I'm sorry, miss me if I'm supposed to be impressed because I'm not. I'm not. That's like saying every time your baby wet their diaper and it's to the point where it needs changing, you change it. Well, that's what the fuck you supposed to do. But it was very eye-opening. Very. And I said, okay, I'm going to holler at you. I never spoke to her again. It's been years. She right here in the same city as I am. I don't know if she see me in traffic or not. I mind my business. I ain't looking in people's cars and that sort of thing is what I mean. Y'all, that's really sad. Because I lost what I thought was a good girlfriend. Come to find out, somewhere something happened that she didn't see me as a good girlfriend anymore. When she saw me in my life, she saw embarrassment for herself. That's sad. And I wish she would have told me why and how I could help, because she knows the kind of person I am. If any of you see yourselves in that kind of situation, see, because it's too late for me. I'm not looking for her to have that conversation at this point. I'm not. She threw our relationship, our friendship for decades. She threw it away. I'm going to leave it right where it's at. I'm going to leave it where it's at. But if you guys, if y'all really search and y'all think, and y'all really visit the dynamics of your relationships with your good girlfriends, if there's time for you to repair it, have that adult conversation. And if not, walk away while you can still be whole and you won't need any healing. Because stuff gets in the way and you forget to heal. And before you know it, you start to bleed on other people that don't deserve it. Pamela said, I stay solo. I love, but I just stayed to Pam. She said she couldn't. She didn't. Like you did then. I respect others' boundaries now. Yeah. Yeah. Of course, keeping it in perspective, I wish we didn't have to have boundaries. Y'all remember the movie Women in Brewster's Place? Remember what happened at the end? Y'all remember what happened at the end? Do y'all remember what happened all through it? It was a bunch of messy crap going on in that movie. All a bunch of backstabbing, two-faced it, eye-rolling disrespect. Total disrespect. And what happened to that woman happened because everybody was so busy being mean and bitter that they turned a blind eye And some I even dare say felt like she deserved it. Just, ooh. Oh, and that old lady, she was the worst. Oh, she was the worst. Hello, Maya. How are you? Thank you for joining us, love. Oh, that lady was that old lady. You know, the one that used to look through the window at the females, the couple. Oh, she was the worst. But then at the end, due to that tragedy, they all were brought together and had to look at one another like, wait a minute. It really ain't even us that we're mad at. It's societal shit that we're mad at. It's this wall that we're mad at. This wall is blocking sunshine to our neighborhood. We're being that wall to ourselves, ladies. We're blocking our own sunshine. A lot of people have said to me since I've started my channel, "Ooh, I heard what you said and I didn't even know I needed to hear it. I didn't even know. Thank you for that. I didn't even know I needed it till I got it." Of us need sunshine. And some of us are too afraid to ask because of the way some of us are carrying ourselves. They seem abrasive and unapproachable. And so that one person that may see that you have in abundance what they need and they watch you give it to other people. And so they sit back and they're just waiting until it's a good time to approach you and say, "Can I have some of that? Can we be friends?" But they don't know how to do that because damage has been done to them as well. Women of Brewster's Place, we're so busy being selfish and self-centered. Do y'all ever see somebody and say, "I wonder what happened to her today"? When you see people in the grocery store and y'all lock eyes, do you screw up in your face and say, "What are you looking at"? Do y'all do that? Now y'all tell the truth to yourselves. You ain't even got to say nothing in the chat. I don't even expect you to. Because if you do, stop that. If you're not going to speak, if you're not going to be a pleasantry to someone, don't be what breaks them down. Y'all don't know what that female may have encountered today. Nobody said you got to walk around smiling at everybody, but do you have to frown? Do you have to frown? Just saying. I'm just saying. You never know when you might need somebody. Y'all never know. I'm telling y'all, the world has changed. We've got to change with it. It is okay to say, "I need your help." It's okay to say, "I see you're a cool person. And I'd like for us to get to know one another and become good girlfriends. I need a big sister in my life, or I'd like a little sister in my life." That's okay, y'all. But if you know you're not willing to give what you know you're receiving, Stop taking advantage of people. And forgive me, y'all, if y'all hear Doobie. He's on his game, he's on his phone, and y'all know his bedroom is right over my dining room table. So please forgive me if y'all hear him. But hey, this is my life. This is my life. He's only 14, so yes, he's in the house. But y'all, seriously though, we've got to stop being the downfall. Can we please start being the ladder, the kickstand, the helping hand, the lift up, the strength beside someone? Can we not cover each other? Are you embarrassed by that? Because if you're embarrassed by being a good person, you need to reevaluate your life. Yes, Special K, the olive branch. Kel said, I appreciate all my YouTube big sisters. Absolutely. But see, my life ain't on YouTube. So if I connect with someone, you could look for a goddamn phone call from me. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. Hello, Miss Lady. How are you? She said, hi, Miss Sean B in chat. Speak, my sister. Y'all, seriously. So if I overstep a boundary by asking for a phone number, then tell me, I don't mean no harm, but I'm not looking for any new friends. And I will kindly step off. I understand. I only want to be surrounded by like-minded women. What I'm trying to say here today is, can we all get to a comfortable, warm place where we're okay just being pleasant? Do we all have to treat each other ugly? One of my people's, my niece, she come to me and she was damn near in tears because she was on another platform the other night, and this woman, she said she sounded like she was drunk. And she was totally debasing her, calling her all out of her name, calling her all kind of bitches, and talking about she was gonna dox her, and she know how, and she was gonna put all her business on YouTube and this and that. Why? Why are you gonna do that? Because y'all have a difference of opinion? That's why you're gonna do that. You're going to create an enemy, because if she was intoxicated, I'm going to address that first. If she was intoxicated, you're going to create an enemy, and then as soon as you sober up, you're not going to remember why. That's pathetic. Like, have some self-control about you. Like, really? It's disgusting. But if you were indeed sober and you pose that threat towards somebody simply because y'all disagree, excuse me, that's really sad. It really is. Because per the chat, she didn't do anything to you. She just disagreed. And you mean to tell me that you can encounter all of the disappointments and the disagreements throughout your day, let alone your week, your month, your year, yet you have one conversation in a chat on a public forum, and you threaten to ruin someone's anonymity due to difference of opinion? Are we really that small? That pathetic? And I've learned that there are quite a few people on YouTube that do that. That's really sad. Uh, Hi Aisha, how are you? You say in my chat, Maya Brown 911, I just tried to call you. How about hi Sean B? How you doing? How about that? You just walk in my house, just start speaking to somebody else, huh? That's great. That's great. Yeah, it's cool. It's all right. But this older woman who did that was just she literally what she spent like my niece left the chat, hit me up. Hello Wanda, how are you? Thank you for joining us. She left the chat, called me, talked to me. No, she texted me, went back to the chat, and this woman was still going off on my niece. Like it's utterly pathetic. It's disgusting. Like seriously. And my niece maintained her composure. She did not become disrespectful or out of control. She said, Auntie, she said to me today, I still want to cry because I wanted to cuss that lady out, but I didn't. And so I had to talk her down. I'm blessed, Wanda. Thank you for asking. I had to talk her down because she was seriously, she like, Auntie, that bitch don't know me. And I knew where she was coming from. But I talked her down. But it's unfortunate that she had to be made to feel that way. And so now that's a house she'll never go over again. And it's also sad that people allow that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Not only are there content creators that indulge in that kind of behavior when no one has done anything to you, but there are content creators that allow that kind of behavior. All the disrespect and the degrading and debasing and name calling and just downright gutter ass bullshit in their chat. Why are we allowing that? Because if that's entertainment to you, y'all, the world has changed. You need to make life-changing decisions if that's entertainment to you. Hello, Virginia. She says, hey, Miss Sean B. How are you? Good live. I'm listening. Thank you, Boo, for joining us. Thank you so much. I just want all us black women to be good. That's all I'm saying. And if it's an embarrassment for you to be a good person to whomever you encounter, you might want to reconsider your circle. We shouldn't have to live solo as solitary animals in order to be at peace. We shouldn't have to be that way. We're supposed to be sociable human beings. Now, if the only way you know how to be sociable is to cause chaos, something's wrong with you, love. If the only way you know how to be sociable is to use and take, something's wrong with you, love. If the only way you know how to be sociable is to lie, something's wrong with you, love. Hello, Aisha. Something's wrong with you. Miss Lady said, some of the CCs speak that way as well. Yeah, absolutely. And that's horrible. But that's when we learn that some people only create their shit for clicks and views and for that YouTube check. And if that's the way they want to live their life, y'all, please recognize it really early and move around. Just move around. They'll get tired of being lonely and alone sooner than later. They will. Or they'll look up one day and see themselves surrounded by wolves that look like them. And at one point, when they were the predator, they'll become the prey. So I am merely just speaking to us Black women who are ready to be seen and heard, respected. I'm talking about reciprocity here, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Giving as well as we get. That's what I'm talking about. My good girlfriend tell me she don't feel good. I feel some type of way. I'm ready to hurt whatever is making her hurt. My little sis tell me she feeling some type of way. Well, I'm not getting off the phone till the fuck she feel better. Hello, Kimberly. Thank you for joining us. I recognize your name, love. You came a long way. Thank you. I'm just talking about reciprocity. That's what I'm talking about. Giving as well as you give, or as well as you expect. Because how dare you, you know what I mean, have your hand out when you know that you haven't. How can you expect to get something back when you haven't put anything out? But if you've been good to people, now let me talk to that woman. If you've been good to people, and every time you turn around, you got the short end of the stick, I'm going to need you to stop turning around. I want to talk to that woman that every time they turn around, their cup is empty. Huh? I want to talk to that woman. To the woman that is always accommodating. I want to talk to that woman. I want to talk to her. 1 second, guys. Okay. I want to talk to the woman that when she is done with her good girlfriend and they've spent the night out and they done hit the clubs and this and this and that, when she come in the house, she feels defeated. But every time she turned around, she was talking this way to a gentleman. Now you know her, who's supposed to be her good girlfriend, is on the other side of that gentleman trying to get his attention. I want to talk to that woman because I need her to know, stop wasting your time, love. That's how we get broken down. You're allowing yourself to be defeated. You deserve better. If you're being good to your friends and you're not feeling like you're getting that back, those ain't your friends. That's not your good girlfriend. That's not your sister. It's not. It sounds good, but it's not. If every time you turn around, you're just giving, 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 and yeah, they make promises to give back, but you giving and giving and giving, and then the minute you ask for $2, it's girl. Hmm? Hmm? Her car in the shop, so she asks to use your car. You get your car back. The seat, the driver's seat is fucked up. It won't slide forward no more. You tell her about it. She like, I don't know how that happened. And then your car in the shop, so you ask to use hers, and you make a mistake and flatten the tire, and you're like, well, I'm gonna put the spare on there. I need a new tire. I don't use my spare. The fuck, really? Oh, but you don't know what happened to my seat when my seat was just fine when you were using it. That's not a friend. That's not a friend. Your friend, your good girlfriend, asks you to borrow $100. You loan it to her. She said, I'm going to pay you back next week when I get paid. You loan it to her. A month later, you say, friend, can I, like, I don't want to break your pockets, but can I get some of that $100 that that I let you borrow? Girl, you can come get this little funky ass $100. It ain't shit. Well, the bitch, it wasn't funky when your ass needed it. Huh? It wasn't funky then. Or I'd say to the bitch, well, give it a bath and bring it on, because I need my shit. See, that's how the fuck Sean B give it up. Give it a bath, bitch, because I need it as clean as it was when I gave it to you. But I've been patient. And if this is the reason why we fall out, let it be. Let it be. I dare say that the scales are not even. Anyway. Don't be taken advantage of simply because you want friends. Just because you want a good girlfriend, you deserve better. Because you want someone to confide in. You want someone to hang out with. Have long conversations with, talk about men and all that kind of shit. Girl, let me tell you what happened at the grocery store, girl. So see what had happened was you want to have those kind of conversations. I get it. But if every time you get ready to have that conversation and she talks and talks and talks and talks, and then as soon as you get ready to talk, it's, oh, girl, let me call you right back. Really? 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 Yeah, yeah, yeah. Special case says some people want to belong. Well, I need those people to start being okay with belonging to themselves. Start loving you first. I guarantee you'll require so much less from other people. You will require so much less. You won't want to have those long conversations all the time. You'll be all right with the silence. You'll be okay with it. Finding a good movie and snuggle up with your goddamn self. Absolutely, Kels. Virginia said, you're saying a mouthful. Start loving on yourselves. I promise you, you'll look up and it'll be a week since you talked to your good girlfriend and y'all ain't even mad at one another. You just been loving life. And you've got some positive shit to share for a change. It ain't a whole bunch of ugh. You're not carrying a bone. It ain't always gossip. You could talk about you, she could talk about her, or y'all could talk about y'all. Whether it's two of you, four of you, six of you, all you and your girlfriends. Y'all saw the thumbnail. But it's not always some humdrum because that is exhausting, ladies. Especially if you got a real good girlfriend. She wants to listen. She wants to absorb that pain from you. She wants to help you, talk you through it. She want to do whatever it is that she can do. But damn it, that shit becomes exhausting. When it's something that you can do about it, which is make some decisions. Hey, Bridget, thank you for joining us. I'm not talking about if you've got health issues or if you've got issues at work. Hell no, you can't just quit your job if you ain't got another one to go to. I'm not talking about that. We can sit up and talk about the motherfuckers at your job all goddamn day. But if it's another relationship, if it's your man, your brother, your sister, your husband, your girlfriend, your wife, if it's something like that, you might want to make some necessary decisions. But you can't keep dumping on your good girlfriend because guess what, boo? She got shit going on too. And so if you're always broken, if your cup is always empty because you over there giving it, and then you come to her and it's like you're looking for her to fill you back up, but she needs somebody to pour into her now. Your good girlfriend does. But you've been busy giving it to a bunch of fakes and phonies, to a man who don't respect you, a man who don't appreciate you, a girlfriend who don't give a fuck about you, talking about you behind your back. Excuse me, and you know it. It's time for some life-changing decisions, ladies. If we are to truly stand up straight, have some posture, carry ourselves as the regal women that we are intended to be. Maybe we have work to do, but guess what, y'all? We can. We could do it. We could do it. I could have came out here, I promise y'all. I got a whole notebook, 4 pages of content that I was ready to do this evening. Excuse me. I changed my mind. I saw a need. I saw a space where words of encouragement were needed. And I said, well, shit. What if they're not the only one? What if they're not the only one? Y'all, I'm not perfect, but I've been through a lot of shit. That's why I can speak on it. And I know what I need, and that's why I'm speaking on it. I know I ain't the only one who desires a pleasant, good, honest, fun circle of good girlfriends. I know I'm not the only one. But we got some wolves in our camp, y'all. We've got some wolves smiling in our faces. It's time to weed them out. Stand up for yourself. Pamela said, it means a lot how you show so much love and respect and care to us. I needed to hear it. I told y'all in the beginning, that's why I started this channel. My life is comfortable. I didn't have to do this. I wanted to. Y'all started speaking to me, and so I listened. So I'm not going to talk y'all's ear off. I want y'all to think about what I said. Okay? Life is changing, y'all. Life has changed. Society has changed. We've got to change with it. You're welcome, Kels. All of you ladies are welcome. Whoever within the sound of my voice that gained anything positive from what I said. I did not come here to place blame. I came here to talk to every woman, whatever your plight is, wherever you stand, that's who I wanted to reach. You're welcome, Miss Lady. You're welcome. I saw where someone needed to hear it. That's all. I appreciate you guys for being here, and I love y'all after that.
Yeah. Sean B on YouTube. Ooh, yeah. Late night on the screen, got the city lights low. Sean B bringing truth to the stories below. From New York with grace and a mind so wise, she can see through the dark, she can read through the lines. Every clue, every name, every twist, every turn, she be digging down deep till the realness burns. For the ones left behind, for the pain unseen, she be lifting those voices in between the scenes. So like, share, subscribe, let the real ones roll. Sean B on the case, going straight for the soul. On YouTube she shines, bringing truth to the few. When the world stays quiet, she comes breaking through. Like, share, subscribe, let the story breathe. Sean B got the light that the people need. Ooh, Sean B, true crime, baby. Tune in and watch the truth speak.